What is going on, YouTube, man? Welcome back to another video. Making sure for time we're gonna be talking about the Dodge Charger EV. Where the fuck do we even start with this car? I'm gonna be giving y'all some basic information about it. I have not been able to test drive it yet, but I've been watching videos. I seen it on the street, and there's a one problem I'm seeing constantly that I'm hearing about and seeing people talk about online. So we're gonna get into that towards the end. But let's just get into the starting price of the vehicle. The starting price of the vehicle is currently $73,190. Starting price base model. That is a lot of money for a Dodge, quote unquote, Dodge Charger. That's electric. To me personally, there's a lot of cons to the Dodge Charger EV. If you're into like cars, like I don't think a lot of the car people like the EVs. I'm not a fan at all. I currently have a Chrysler 300S and a Chrysler 300C, V6 and V8, so I'm not a fan of the EV at all. But it's all about preference at the end of the day. If you're into the electric vehicles, obviously the Dodge Charger could be a great thing for you, because maybe you like electric vehicles and you don't have anything that feels like a Mopar. There you go. You got that Dodge Charger available for you. But look, we got the starting price, like I said, $93,000. Then there's like packages, bundles that you can do for the interior to bump it up to like, I think there's an interior package that's like over $6,000. We're gonna get into the interior and shit later, but let's just get into it. As y'all know, there's no Hemi in there. There's no actual engine in there. No V6, no V8. So I was curious what the fuck the car sounded like. And what the fuck was gonna make the car make noise. They have a fucking speaker in place for the exhaust. And it sounds like a fucking thunderstorm. I'm gonna play the clip. Play the clip. Well, yeah, y'all heard that. I'm not a fan of that at all, but it is what it is. It's your preference at the end of the day. The car does go 3.3 seconds, 0 to 60. It's an all-wheel drive with 670 horsepower. Even though it's an all-wheel drive, when you do push the pedal on it, it does make the tire spin a little bit towards the back. And you also have that burnout mode. You have the burnout mode and the donut mode, but all-wheel drive for a Mopar is kind of fucking insane, but it is what it is. There's currently two models of the Dodge Charger you can get, which is the RT, which is stage 1, and the Scat Pack that is stage 2. I did not get the prices individually for each one, but like I said, the starting price for this vehicle is $73,190. So, I guess you could say a pro to this vehicle is the fact that you got double the trunk space. You got trunk space in the front, you got trunk space in the back. So I was trying to be serious. I'm trying to be as serious as possible in this video and not try to be biased, but it's if I had to rate the interior from out of 10, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. It has the two screens, like the little screen as your radio, and then it has the screen as your thruster and things of that nature that shows the PSI of your tire pressure, your gas mileage, how fast you're going, the usual things that a car has. You feel what I'm saying? I don't really like how the dash looks, for real, to be honest. Or I don't really like it because it's that one rectangle screen. Then it's just, I don't know how to explain it. I'll put a picture up on the screen so y'all can see it. Like I mentioned about the interior, you have the option to get leather with the ambient lighting, or you can get carbon fiber with suede with the ambient lighting. And I do think that's kind of cool that they have the ambient lighting already built in. I think that's something that the V8 should have as an option when you go to buy the vehicle. I think that should be an option. You get ambient lighting in there, because most of the time, people my age, around my age, from that 20 to 25 ish range, they're already putting the ambient lights and the start lights in those cars, anyways. So imagine if Dodge did that. They could literally tax the fuck out of people too. They could literally double charge the amount it would cost just for them to put that shit in the vehicle. So I wouldn't be surprised later on down the road if they turn to putting V8s back in those vehicles. If they don't start doing that, I do also got something that I do like. I like the front seats for the driver and the passenger. They kind of look like race car seats. They kind of remind me of the BMW. The BMW has those like race style kind of seats in it, and it's really fuck BMW. I don't like BMWs, but I like the fact they got those style seats in there. And now Dodge Charger, the Dodge is did the same thing. Before we get into the problem that I had that I was seeing everybody talk about online, I just want to talk about the body style. What should I take on the body style? Cause I've not seen anything about them talking about releasing a Challenger in the EV, which kind of makes sense because the body style is literally like a Dodge Charger and a Challenger combined into one, which I don't know if I'm really a fan of. My phone ran out of storage. I use my other one, but they are gonna have a 2-door option and a 4-door option, so you can get that Dodge Charger / Challenger feel with it, depending on which one you like better. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of the fact that the exhaust is a speaker and the fact they combined those two cars into one and it's an EV. And for the asking point, like starting price being $73,000, I feel like you could go get something more luxurious for that. In my personal opinion, if I'm spending $73,000 on a car, I want that bitch to be the top of the line and feel like the best car I ever drove. And I have not been able to drive this car yet. I haven't been test drive this car yet, but I'm trying to plan on to try to set that shit up. But like, I don't think it's gonna give me the feeling that it's worth $73,000 or more. The Cybertruck's $100,000, but like, I can see myself paying $100,000 for a Cybertruck just because that's literally something different. That's something you don't see every day. And I'm not saying a Dodge Charger EV isn't, but like just the body style of the Cybertruck and everything that's in the Cybertruck, it's like, where are you gonna get that at? That unique body style. And I feel like the Cybertruck is more for kids my age anyways, that has that young creative mindset, things you could do with that car. Because let's be real, like some of us grew up drawing cars that look like that. So like, I feel like that makes sense for us, but I just don't see where a Dodge Charger EV comes into place. And you feel me? I know everybody's going towards the EV route, which I don't agree with anyways, but and obviously Dodge Charger, well, not Dodge Charger, but Dodge has to compete with the other EV companies. So they figured they'd take their most popular car and make it EV. Obviously the Dodge Durango is the last V8 that we will be quote unquote getting. They will be making them all through 2025, and at the end of 2025 they will no longer be making V8 vehicles. As of right now, they have been in talks of maybe making this EV body style into a V8, which I still don't think will fucking sell, especially at $73,000 as a starting point. If the starting point on the V8 version of this car is $78,000 or $73,000, I mean, my fault, no one's buying that shit. I'm sorry. But what might be happening is if they do that, maybe the other cars, maybe the other V8 start to lower in price. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm really hoping that the V8 vehicles start to plummet in price and they start to go down, but I just don't see that happening because I don't really see people buying. I don't see people buying this vehicle. Like the average person cannot buy this vehicle for one. I feel like the average person does not even want this vehicle. That's how I feel personally. Let me know in the comments down below how y'all feel about the Dodge Charger EV. Rate it 1 through 10 for me, and let me know if you would actually buy it if you had the money to do so. I'm curious on your thoughts and your opinions about it. Let's talk about the problem. The problem with this car that I'm seeing everybody talk about is the track mode. The track, like why, when you put it in track mode, it accelerates slower than in sport mode. I watched 4 videos and it was doing this shit, and they were all complaining about it. And I looked up on TikTok of people driving the car, and they were all saying the same thing when they were giving their reviews on the car. So I don't know what the problem with that can be. I don't know if there's maybe an upgrade they need to do in their technology system where they do an upgrade through their chip or something they got in the vehicle. I don't know. I'm also curious how long I should have looked that up before I started the video, but I just hit me now. I wonder how long a charge lasts in that car. If somebody can find that out and put it in the comments down for me, I really appreciate it. And how much it costs to charge an electric vehicle anyways? I don't know. Never had an electric vehicle, never looked into it. So if somebody can tell me those 2 things in the comments down below, I really appreciate it. But if I had to rate this car overall, out of 10, out of everything that I know and everything that I'm seeing, I'm gonna give it like a 5 out of 10. Because honestly, even if they had all this shit in here and they put a V8 in it, I still wouldn't want it. I just don't like how the body style looks at all compared to the other Chargers, Challengers, Chryslers, Jeeps. You feel me? I just don't like it. So yeah, that's what I got for y'all today. I really want to know y'all opinion in the comments down below. So if y'all would really comment y'all thoughts and opinions and like the video and subscribe to the road to 1,000 subscribers, I really would appreciate it. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And hopefully when it hits summertime, I'm able to do a test drive. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm trying to set that up and trying to get details on that now. So stay tuned. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in this video. Peace. Bow.